Welcome students. In this video we're going to look at decimals divided by whole numbers. Notice in this case the dividend is smaller than the divisor, so we expect the quotient to be less than 1. In other words, our answer. Less than 1 and greater than 0. Between 0 and 1. It's always the case. Okay, so now remember the first step when dividing by decimal is to put the decimal point above the other decimal point. Okay, now we do like this. When we have a 0, we're gonna go like this. The 65 goes into 0? No, so we put a 0. Okay, now we go to 4. The 67 goes into 4? No. So we put a 0 on top of the 4. Okay, now the 67 goes into 46? No, so we put a 0 on top of the 6. Now, does 467 goes into 469? Yes, it will go into 469 so many times. So let's find out. So in 100 there is 161. There is one, it goes one time. So in 400 it's about four times, and 69 that's another one, so that would be 5 times. So let's see, 67 times 5, 7 times 5, 35, carry 3, 5 times 6, 30 plus 3, 6, okay, 5 times 7, 35, carry 3, 6 times 5, 35, plus 3, 38, so that's 385. We might be able to stick another one, so let's see, 67 times 6, 7 times 6, 42, carry 4, 6 times 6, 36 plus 4, 402. We might be able to carry another one. 67 times 7. 7 times 7, 49. Carry 4. 7 times 6, 42 plus 4. 42 plus 4, that's 46. That's 469. Okay, so the answer here is 7. 67 times 7 is 469 minus remainder 0. So our quotient is this one here. That's our answer. Let's look at another example of the same kind. So 95 and then 0.38. Right, once again, first step, put the decimal point. Okay, does 95 go into 0? No, so put a 0. Now, 95 goes into 3? No, put a 0. 95 goes into 38? No, put a 0. Okay, so we're left without any more, so that's another technique we're gonna use. Okay, so now let's assume we bring down a 0. For the first time. Okay, does 95 goes into 380? Yes. So how many times? Well, in 300 is 3 times. So in 380 it will be about 4 times. So let's see what happens. 95 times 4. 5 times 4, 20. 20, carry 2. 9 times 4, 36 plus 2, 380. Oh, that's right. So now we put 4 here, and now 95 times 4, that's 380, remainder 0. So we found our quotient. So this is our quotient, 0.004. Let's look at one last example. let's see, we have 0.09 divided by 90. So how do we do it? Okay, let's look. First of all, put the decimal point on top of the other decimal point. Now we do it. 90 divides, the 90 goes into 0? No, so put a 0. Now, 90 goes into 0.0? No, so put a 0. Does 90 goes into 9? No, put a 0. Now we bring down the other 0. Okay, so that's 90 goes into 90. Yes, how many times? 1 time. So put a 1 here. And then 90 times 1? 90. 90 minus 90 is 0. Remainder 0. So we found our answer, which is 0.001. Thank you very much, students. So in this case, I taught you how to use long division to divide decimals by whole numbers, and then remind you that whenever the dividend, whatever is inside, is smaller than the outside, we're always gonna get an answer between 0 and 1, and this is the case here. Thank you very much, students.